Hi, Anita Dawn from Anita Dawn Pilates and Senior Fit Solutions. I want to explain to you why I work with dual anchors and resistance bands with my older adults. I work with women over 60 to get them strong so that they can really do what they need, want, and love to do in their lives. There are three reasons I'm showing you today why this is a no-brainer, why you need to learn how to use the bands and the anchor point. Any exercise needs good technique, so you need more than that. And I am doing a beginner strength training course in 2 weeks' time here in my studio. So if you're in Southwest Manchester, then do sign up. Last few places, and there's also a 20% discount by midnight tonight, on the course. I have a Q&A at 12 o'clock as well. That's in a couple of hours. So I will also put the link in here so that you can access that. Even if you can't join the course, maybe join the Q&A and you will always learn something. Okay. I'm not going to really use the chairs because it's all about being more functional in a standing position. When we do chair Pilates, chair yoga, chair exercise, we're not really functionally doing the exercises. We don't use the core, and life does not circle around the chair. It's more about standing. All right, so the anchor points, the course cut, I give you a starter package with the anchor point, the bands, the carabiners, and also foot straps and handles, and that's worth £50. So it's an amazing course, and you can also go to my website and you will be able to see some brilliant testimonials of people that have really benefited through the 6 weeks, but also going on past that to apply what I've taught them in their lives. So first of all, why an anchor point? So a lot of people are using bands, and in big classes they don't have the access to the anchor point, so they use the band in the class. But the idea is that we don't have there's no anchor point here, so there's no challenge on my core. I'm working into my back muscles, but in everyday life, if we want to pull or push, we need a strong core, not just strong back or chest muscles. All right, so when we put the anchor point outside of the body, like in an anchor point here, then we are using the core. So an example of the reverse fly that I've just shown you would be to have a mid anchor point here. I've got two lighter bands, which I'm going to try to separate here. Alrighty, and because the anchor point is there, it's pulling me forward, and I have to work my core. It's an absolute no-brainer, guys. It's absolutely brilliant. So I've got a split stance, otherwise I wouldn't be able to stop myself going forward. And I'm going to do exactly the same exercise. It's the reverse fly, working into my postural muscles. Really important for posture. So just to show you again, I've got soft elbows, but on my course I'm going to show you the technique of how to use the bands. Really important. I saw a post yesterday on social media, and the guy said, you need to be doing gentle strength training when you get older. Gentle, what does that mean? You need to be having sufficient resistance to make an impression on the muscle, and also you need to have progressive overload. So first of all, we need to, as I say, have the anchor point away from the body. It really makes the whole exercise functional, and we can do everything that you can do in a gym, you can do at home with this simple equipment. I like to go to the gym because I like to mix and match, as I'm an advanced strength trainer, but I always use bands, take them with me, and there you go. So then progressive resistance. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're not going to get stronger. All right, so you need to be able to increase the weight slowly over time. Now, if you are using dumbbells, you're going to need a lot of dumbbells, right? And a lot of space. You need to have a whole room set aside for your training. But here, all you need is the door and the equipment that you're going to get on my upcoming course. So progressive resistance, let's have a quick look at that. So lots of ways to increase the resistance, and you've got this band that is just so easy to pack away, doesn't take much room, very, very light, and you can take it wherever you go on holiday. and stuff like that. So let's have a look here. So I'm going to use these 5 kilo bands. Yeah, by the way, you get the bands part of the package of the beginner strength training course, starts on the 3rd of February. All right, so here, so if I stay here, if I shorten the band, it's going to have more resistance. So it's going to be harder. Yeah. So if I lengthen the band, it's going to be easier. Also, single strand is easier, and a double strand is going to make it twice the resistance. I can then also increase the resistance by changing the band. So this is the easiest 5 kilogram, this is the 10 kilogram equivalent resistance. And again, you can have single strand, double strand, and there's a whole range of different bands that really came onto market during lockdown, where people couldn't go to the gyms and they were forced to do it at home. But now a lot of them just love training at home. You train in your own time, and you don't really have to kind of worry about how you look or what people are thinking of you. But apart from that, it's just the best way, particularly as you get older, very, very friendly on your joints. Yeah, very, very gentle for beginner strength trainers and also for older adults. That's why I use it. Yeah. So another way to increase the resistance is if I keep the band at that place, if I come further away from the anchor point, it's harder. I've got more resistance, and the closer, the easier it is. Yeah, so lots of different ways to progress the resistance. Progressive overload is how you are going to get strong. Of course, there's other things that we need to pay attention to, the amount of reps and sets. These are things that you're going to learn on my course. Yeah, and if you're not in the area, then let me know. And I do also have an online program, but it's not running at the same time. Yeah. Okie dokie. So also the band is, as I say, so very functional core work, but also as you get older, if you're not used to strength training, or you've led quite a sedentary life, you're going to get weaker. You're going to find it harder and harder to get up and down from the stairs. Perhaps you do already, getting out of a chair. We need strong legs. So you can really help to get stronger in the legs by using the high anchor point and a heavier band. I'm going to show you 2 ways that are really going to change your life, particularly as you get older, over 60. And I've passed 60 quite a long time ago. I know what it's like to get older. I know what it's like to lose the ability to do things, having gone after 3 months doing nothing after open heart surgery, and it took me another 6 months to get my strength back, but I know what it's like to lose your strength as you get older. So here now, chair Pilates is not functional. It might be better than doing nothing, but there's a lot of negative things. Watch out for a different video. So here, if I find it difficult to get out of the chair and I need to use my upper body there or push from the chair, we want to get those legs stronger. So if we have the band set up here, and I can hold on to the band so I can pull and take the load off my legs to sit up and down. And it also gives me balance. I feel very secure holding on from above like that. And slowly, we rely less on the band to the point where you're stronger in the legs and you can get up and out of the chair very, very easily. But it takes practice and constant practice. Another thing that we find difficult to do as we get older, can you get up from the floor? Do you stop going down to the floor? We need to get up and down from the floor. If we fall over, we need to be able to get up, but it takes strength. And if we don't practice that strength in the muscles, then we're not going to be able to really get up from the floor. And we don't want to rely on chairs. We need to be self-sufficient, because maybe there's not a chair around when you fall over. Yeah. So if we have here, we're not used to doing this. If you do this range through the lunge on a regular basis, then you'll find it a piece of cake to get up from the floor. But how do you get stronger in the lower body? Gradually, bit by bit. Here we go. I've got my high anchor, I've got a strong band, and I've got a lunge position. I'm going to hold on tight with my arms, and slowly over time, it might take you 3 months to get to this position, yeah, but this has given me confidence that it gives me stability and also helps me to get back up slowly, re-release the dependence on the band little by little, to the point where we can slowly get up off the floor. And there's other bits too, getting up off the floor technique, but see how that can really help. And it helps you with your gait, helps you with getting around, your stability, stops you falling. No brainer. So if you're interested, sign up to my Q&A at 12 o'clock today. Oh, that's another hour and a half, 90 minutes. So even if you're not going to do the course, if you've got any questions about strength training, particularly for women over 60, then come along, ask your questions. And I look forward to trying to answer them. Yeah. And just a reminder that the 20% discount for signing up to my 6-week beginners strength training course, really designed for women at over 60, but if you're a little bit younger, if I have places left, then welcome to join, or guys, yeah, if there are places, but my priority is women over 60. Yeah. And there are a few places left, but they're going fast. I only have 6 people in my groups, so that I can really help people to modify the exercises, make sure they're doing the technique, because it's very easy to injure yourself when you're using resistance, more so with free weights, but you can also with the band. All right, so thanks for watching, and check in the comments about the links for the Q&A and also for the course. And yeah, so it is really, if you want to have a good quality of life as you get older, yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's not an option, yeah, and time is running out, guys. Start today. If you're in your 30s, 40s, start then, because the earlier you start, the stronger you're going to get, and the easier it's going to be when you get older. All right, thanks, and hope to see some of you soon. Bye for now.